Welcome back guys to this clown's garage. In this video I'll show you how to change these control arm bushings. This is for a 3rd gen control arm from an 82 to 92 Camaro Firebird, and these type of control arms could be found on any old type of car, any Chevy, any GM car, some Fords, or a lot of cars use control arms like these. So these are the bushings that are going in. One's raised Bestos 565 10445B, and the other side is Anisitako. I'm putting one in 45G9080, or the part number for GM is 88912657. You could go to like an online store like Rock Auto or something like that to get these. Now these are two different sizes, so I'll show you how to take them both out. Okay, now the best way to take these out is make sure you go outside. I have an aluminum pan underneath to catch all the rubber from the rubber that's going to be melted. What I'm going to use now is a torch to torch out that rubber. Now what you want to do is you'll want to heat it up over here. And once you see it smoking, the rubber is going to be pushed out a little bit by itself. Then you could just finagle it out a little more with a screwdriver. This is the best way to get these bushings out for a DIYer. So I'm going to go ahead and start this torch. Alright, as you can see now, it's starting to smoke. And you can tell over here, the rubber's being pushed out a little bit. As you can see, it's catching on fire. Now let me try and force that bushing out. There you go, the bushing's out. That's the bushing. So this could get a little messy, just be careful. And now do the other side. Alright, now do the other side. Just pass it back and forth here. Make sure it smokes, and you're going to see it crackling, popping, and shooting a little bit of rubber out that's on fire. So we'll go ahead and do that now. This one really needs to be heated up a lot. It's a longer bushing. So this is probably about right. So let's take this out. Popped out just like that. Now you just have the sleeves left inside on both sides. Alright, now that you got the bushings out, you could get yourself a little saw like this, a couple of bucks from Home Depot or Lowe's, and go in here and cut the sleeve. Same thing on the other side. Just need one cut down the middle. Or, if you don't have one of those, you can get yourself a hacksaw and just take it apart and insert it in here, then put it back together and start hacking away. You insert it in the hole to make a slit. Alright, so I did a bit of a line over there. I'm gonna use the rest. I'm gonna use a sawzall to hack the rest of it. I'm gonna try not to nip the control arm because I'm a lazy clown. So you could certainly do it with this, but or the hacksaw. But I need speed, baby. I need speed. Now let's see what happened here. And as you can see, made a nice line down the middle. So now I'll go ahead and chisel these bad boys out, the hole. Grab your chisel, go where the slit is, and bang the slit, baby. Yeah. I probably should be wearing gloves. I know you guys are gonna yell at me for that, but I like to live dangerously. Alright, put on some gloves. I don't want to make any of you squeamish. So, the majority of it is bent inwards. Now I just gotta do the outside part. Gotta give it a couple of whacks at the end over here. Let me show you what I'm doing. Over here I'm giving a couple of whacks right here. That's because where the slit is, just to knock that off and it'll bend in. As you can see here, this is bent in already. So that's pretty much out over here. I just gotta knock that loose. Then this whole thing's gonna bend in, I could just pull that out easily. So that was enough. And now, as you can see, it comes right out. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. You want it to go in just like that. Bend it. Actually, I think it'll go right out. There you go. You don't have to bang it in. That's how you take it out, folks. Alright guys, now I went to AutoZone and I picked out the correct sets you need to use to insert both these bushings in. Remember, you have two different size bushings, the smaller one and the fatter one. And I did all the guesswork for you guys, so you don't have to go hunting to see which ones fit where. These sets have everything you need here. Now, how this works, like I said, I went to AutoZone. You go to any auto parts dealer. You put down the amount of the tool. Say this is $100. You put down $100 for it on your credit card. And you have 30 days to return it. Once you return it, you get your money back. So it's a free tool rental program they have. This is an OEM part number 27023. And out of this, you'll need the ball joint press clamp, the threaded rod, and you'll need the medium size sleeve out of here. And you also need this. Now you also need the small one from the ball joint adapter kit. This will go between the control arm to keep it from bending in. I'll show what I mean when I'm putting everything together. Now this kit is the ball joint adapter set OEM part number 27164. And from here, you'll be using this little small disc. They're nice and cute and small. Hopefully that's not what she said. And you put that over here. It fits perfectly. So I'll go ahead and show you how to set this up. Alright, so this is how it's gonna go. You're gonna press this in that way. So it's gonna go like that. You put the small cup here from that kit. It goes right around it. Then you put the sleeve here. And you put the ball joint press tool from here and you push it in. Alright, so this is it. This is 7/8. So make sure you put the small one in first so you have room over here to put the thread rod through here. Alright, so once you have everything set up, you put the small cup from the ball joint adapter in here so this doesn't squeeze in as you're pushing this in. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. It's a nice tight fit. Now we go ahead and tighten this down. Don't forget your safety goggles, glasses, whatever you want to call them. Then you start cranking it down. Okay, I had to tighten down my vise because the control arm slipped out of it. Now, I repositioned this a little higher up because, as you can see here, the bottom seated. The top didn't. It's a little bit cockeyed, and that's because I think the top was squishing in. So I'm going to go ahead and move this to the top now and retighten it down. And it's in. It's all in. Now, I also used a little cheater bar here, a little pipe, to help me push it in. So, the whole thing's seated and onto the other side. Alright, now to put the fatter one in, the fatter bushing, you just need this from the ball joint kit. And from the OEM tool, part number 27166, you'll need this cup here and this cup here. And you also need a 10mm black socket I'm using to hold this together. So I'll show you how to do that too. So let's go ahead and set this up. A little bit of butter sauce in here, or lube. Your favorite personal lubricant. Now this cup from the set goes over here. The little one goes over here on the face of the bushing, squarely on the face. And you put that over there. And the ball joint tool like this. Now before you clamp all the way down, just do it snug, just so the ball joint press tool won't go anywhere. And you grab your 10mm socket, and you whack that bitch in there. Hold on a second. Get my little hammer. Now it's going a little crooked, but that's alright. As you go more down, it's going to straighten it in. And control arms off the vise. Let me tighten down the vise. I'm also going to reposition this and take it from there. I repositioned it. I also put some more sockets in here. This is a little bit more of a pain here. So you see back there it needs a little bit more, but the front's good. Now this cup is a little tiny too big for this, but that's the best one I could find. So I'm just going to go ahead and crank that down some more and should fill in that gap. And pushed it in, and we're good. So this is what it looks like, the end product. It's all seated. The whole board, the whole bushing, it's all seated. Just gonna knock those sockets out and we're good. So that's how you install and remove bushings on a control arm for a third gen. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. You know you want to. Also like me, share me, do the hell you want to me down there. See ya!